What do you think Sweden should import of the ideas that you have presented here today?
To establish a crime gun intelligence program which encompasses quite a few things, all of it supporting the investigators who are doing violent crime investigations on the streets. That's really what is going to benefit public safety the most. So the report that we did for the Swedish police provided 39 recommendations in 5 themes.
Follow the gun was one of them. Why is it important to do so?
Well, because the most serious offenders are the ones who pull the trigger or become victims of that, because the most active members, the one who use guns, also shoot other violent people that use guns. That seems to be the way it plays out. So the gun is very important here because within gangs, sometimes the weapons aren't readily available. And so there's things called community guns. So the gun passes around the gang members. You might have one gun that's been in 5 hands over the last, like the gun I pointed out in my presentation. These are all crime scenes involving members of the gang, and they all link to this .40 caliber weapon. And when you take that weapon and you start drawing connections to that weapon as a result of ballistics comparisons, this is what it looks like. This is why if you make the gun the focus, not just for trial and prosecution, but for investigation and prevention, you can actually be in a position to be able to pursue and arrest those people that are responsible for crime. Was used in 17 shootings over a 13-month period and appeared 2 years ago once again in the death of a 3-year-old who was asleep in her bed in Newark, and the bullet came through the window. We have the shell casings, but we don't have the weapon. The weapon is still on the street. But we know a lot more. I always like to say that every bullet that goes down range is an open book on who pulled the trigger. And that's very, very important because that information can go back to the investigators.